Hello and well met, adventurers! It's been a little while since we last saw your lovely faces. If this is your first time tuning into the channel, welcome. My name is Graham, or Graham Crackers, and I'll be your DM tonight. Here at Graham Crackers, we are all about playing TTRPGs, RPGs, and MMORPGs with friends, because it's all about the memories you make with the people you love. Tonight, I am joined by some phenomenal friends. My cast of Anarion's Rest, who need no introduction because they are famous across the realms, but I would love to know three things. 1, who are they? 2, who are they playing? And 3, what's one fact about their character that we haven't learned as an audience yet? And we'll start with Adam.
No, I was renaming my character in Zoom. I guess myself. Hi, Adam, Adamus Lamas. I am playing Rue, the Twilight Princess, cleric. Whatever, Princess Cleric, sure. And something y'all don't know about her is she's a princess. Surprise! No. No, she maybe has a gift from a dragon. And a kiss from a rose.
I really want to make a Seal reference after that one.
No.
Yeah. Now that's going to be stuck in my head the whole game.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Do we have an order? I can't remember.
We used to. At least for today, I'll just pick people to do it.
I'm last in the order. That's
You
all
are
I ever
last.
remember.
Yes. So Colin, take it away.
Oh, sorry. Everybody, I'm Confounded, or better known as Con! I am playing Collineth, and a little known fact is Collineth has a very cryptic treasure map that they won in a tavern brawl that I've never mentioned. Also, my headphones are going dead.
Oh no.
I don't know if you said Jen, but
Yes.
by process of elimination, I have to be next. I'm Maggie, the Wildfire Circle Druid. And Maggie had a mentor, a druid mentor who she cared about quite a lot, who passed from the same disease that has infected the rest of her people. She just doesn't talk about her.
Hi, everyone. Yeah. Hi, everybody. I'm Stacy. I play Tansy. This is Gritty Kitty. I just am bugging him, so he's probably about to bite me. And, you know, Tansy has been very frustrated about having to be so practical lately. And she is been secretly planning a party for everybody, but she doesn't know when it will be appropriate for it to happen. She's trying to feel it out.
Love it.
I am here for this. All right. Well, for those of you tuning in, every week I give my players the chance to do a recap, and if they do, they will get a 1d6 to be used at any time at the end result of a roll. However, tonight I will be doing the recap. It has been a little minute, so without further ado. Our party stumbled upon the ancient temple to the god of justice and law. There they found, surrounded by the destruction of an ancient civilization collapsed during the cataclysm, they found 3 dragons. A Prisma, the Moonstone Dragon, Rex Fallacious, the Topaz Dragon, and Smolder, the Everburning, the Red Dragon, and the Arbiter of the God of Justice. And Exarch themselves and Azamar stood there and has been trying to decide this bit of a court case for quite a while. A single gem lies strewn amongst magical items, gold, objects of cultural significance, and historical information. But there is only one gem of Abathir, this giant ruby, and each dragon wants it badly. The party took a little bit to interview each of the 3 dragons, taking them into a small demiplane to ask about why they wanted it, what they could offer, and, what would be applicable, or what, could sweeten the pot or allow them to maybe do without. Rex Fallacious wants it to be destroyed. Yearning that, people wouldn't understand, it has to be him, it has to be destroyed. Smolder the Ever-Burning wants it because it's red, and he's a red dragon, and he deserves it. He deserves nice things. And you better not get in his way. And Iprisma wants it because she wants to start a family, and it'll make her feel safe. Each of the dragons offered 2 of 3 of the dragons offered a deal to the group. Smolder, a blank check. You simply write down the number of enemies you need dead, and Smolder will handle the rest. Iprisma offered divination, a divinely inspired divination to solve or answer a question for the party. Rex Fallacious just offered attitude. But we will pick up. So the group of you have just kind of stepped out of the demiplane. Rex Fallacious headed back to his pedestal, where he kind of lounges on this stone plateau. You can see the grooves where he has been dragging his claws for centuries into the stone, forming these kind of rows along the stone. Iprisma is still in halfling form, just kind of waves. It offers like a sweet little smile. And Smolder slowly kind of serpentines closer to the party. So, I know that I can be a little much. But I want you to know that my earlier warning is not that I intend to break this. He looks at the R2 dragons. Stalemate. It's simply acknowledging that once a decision is made, someone is going to be unhappy regardless.
And this is one of the dragons talking?
Yes.
Or Graham?
This is...
Okay.
This is the red dragon.
This is the threatening one.
Yes. The one that said, as soon as a decision is made, there, it's going to be a very unsafe area. But it definitely was more of a statement, less of...
Oh, Smolder.
Yes. And he looks at all of you. Now, I know that my counterparts have their own designs for the gem. But I think we can all agree my offer is the most practical.
Have we considered breaking the gem?
I think it might have been asked, but it would devalue the gem if it was shattered.
Rex
Okay.
Malicious had offered that, or not offered, but suggested that was what he was going to do. But I mean, I would support it if we could just get rid of the thing.
It's too big for me to steal.
Then we'd have 3 angry dragons on our tail, but
Well, maybe like 2, because one of them wanted it broken, right?
But did
Rex
he really?
Voracious?
Rex Foolish. But
Did he
broken
really?
by- Right.
But so, question: do you all care about the pile of gold, or you just want the gem here?
Prisma kind of sits there in their halfling form and does, I think, I mean, all of the stuff is nice, but there's
Sure.
only one gem of Abathir in all of existence. Only one. I mean, I don't know if the rest of the horde is equivalent or what the going rates are. We've been here for a while. I mean, it's been a lot of fun, but it would have been an easier solution if it hadn't been here.
I mean, we could make it disappear. If you're just looking for one-of-a-kind things, we've got a couple. Brew pulls out a pan it's an iron skillet and it has an R engraved into it. This is one of a kind. You won't find another one anywhere.
I can paint something for you.
Let's see. We have 3 unique items right now.
Mm-hmm.
I pull out the cursed dagger.
Boom, 4. It's a 4th.
Nothing that I could pull out would compare to what you want to use the gem for.
Well, I mean, Maggie, you're a gem yourself, so. But they can't have you. You can't have me.
Also, one of a kind.
They are definitely not allowed to have me or any of us.
Can I get
I
a
feel like my
perception check
paintings
from
are going to
all
be
of
worth
you?
something someday.
A
Perception?
check?
Yes. Everybody give me a perception check. We're gonna start this with a high stress scenario.
Yeah.
21.
21,
10.
17.
17.
Pretty sure I'm a 16.
Khan, so Golanath, Maggie, Tansy. When Golanath pulls out that dagger, you see 2 eyes drift towards it. You see Smolders, and you see Rex Fallacious. Both kind of try to hide it, but their gaze does serpentine and kind of flicker to it. For a brief moment. Maggie with a 26.
21.
21 with a 21. There is a change in the air. It is a uncomfortable atmosphere when that dagger is pulled out. And you even see the Arbiter stiffen a little where they have been watching. And you see the crease of a worried look.
Careful with that going if you think keep that one close to your vest.
You can flip it around and then put it back in the sheath with a flourish.
Is Cordelia with us still at this point, or did they stay outside?
Cordelia is with you. She's just been kind of taking a backseat and letting you all.
Okay. Just double.
But she's there if you want to ask her something or get her thoughts. She's just kind of hands off, letting all of you do what you do best.
The dragons can still hear us, right?
Yes, unless you go to the demi-plane, in which case they cannot. So there is that little door, summoned door that leads to the small little room.
Well, here's a starting point, I think, everyone. And I say
Mhm.
this like we're out of Cordelia's earshot, if at all possible. Cordelia is still bound to do what serves the Empire. So if we ask Cordelia which one she thinks we should give the gem to, she's going to answer something that benefits the Empire. So we don't give it to that one. At least it rules one out.
I just kind of mumbled. Did you see their reaction?
I sure did.
They're definitely not good.
They,
Evil dagger, evil looks. 2 and 2.
we are way less likely to get out of here, I think, knowing that the dagger is with us. Because that, and I sort of nod over to Rex Felicious. Whatever. Rex Felicious, just like delicious.
It's
I
red
nod-
delicious.
Yes, I nod over. Say
The red dragon's hot.
That one wants that dagger.
Well, so does Big Red over there.
Do they want it, or are they afraid that we can send them out of here with it?
Good question. Maybe both. Probably both.
Hmm.
Out of character question. Other than the fact that the dagger can screw with your alignment, the dagger can send you to another plane, right?
Correct.
How, and is it difficult for it to do that, or is it just a matter of I got you with the dagger, bye-bye?
Well, none of you have ever identified the dagger. So, I'd love to tell
our
you
wizard?
more, but But-
Amazing.
but since season 1, that thing is sat in this.
We've
in
just
this
been
inventory
rolling the dice on
To
it.
be
Yep.
fair, I don't think we have identified.
No.
It was like an
Uh,
available spell.
I've always kept it to
We
myself
did
because
have a
I didn't.
wizard.
You have 2 wizards in the party.
Well, there were 2 daggers. I sacrificed one, and then the
Yes.
other one I've kind of kept to myself so no one else would be harmed by it. After Rue.
Harmed again.
Yeah,
I mean-
after you do send
Yeah.
yourself to the Feywild.
Tansy hasn't seen very much in the world, so if there's no picture of this dagger in a book, she's not going to have any clue. She might know it. Got-
Roll,
It's powerful.
roll
But
me a
she won't
history check.
know.
It's going to be a hard DC, but, I'm willing to roll
Yeah.
the dice here. We'll say it's
Okay.
a DC 20.
Okay.
On a DC 25, I'll tell you something juicy.
Is it too late for me to roll an insight check on their looks?
Oh,
What'd you
I got
roll?
22.
22.
Can I give Tansy Bardic Inspiration?
Do you have Bardic Inspiration? Are you a bard?
Of course! Wait, no, but I do have. Oh, wait, I
Do you
guess
have
that would count.
guidance?
No, I don't have. How do I not have guidance? What?
I don't know.
Wait, hold on.
Uh,
I do have guidance, but
Party, make me a case. I'm willing to give Stacy the 1d6. But make a deal. Make a deal. Offer me a deal.
ba-da.
I
Deal.
could get Gritty to come over here again and have him make faces.
Ooh, that is tempting. That is
That's a
tempting.
good one.
I will say, Stacy did tell us about the child torture show,
Yeah.
and that's
Sure.
basically like telling us
Yeah,
about
okay.
like our whole past show. So that's
Well,
a D6, right?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
let's add a 6 to that 21 to
We
make that
should
27.
probably give context to the
No,
child.
no.
Our viewers aren't ready to know about Kid Nation.
No, they're not ready for that.
But, so, Tansy with a 27 now, or 26, you think back, you have been in the Feywild for a long time. You've seen a lot of photos, or not photos, but paintings and artworks of the Cataclysm, pre-Cataclysm, Teldwinon. And as you're kind of searching through your mental repository of knowledge, there is a singular painting that comes to mind. And it is titled The End of All Things. And it is a painting from the perspective of being flat on the ground. The grass is burnt and crisp and black, and the painting is from the viewpoint of someone standing as the sky burns. However, you as a painter would, know this. The ash and, like, the embers that are falling are actually daggers. That are alight coming from the sky. And the artist was capturing the death of Anarion as these daggers were falling. And there's only like 2 or 3 daggers in the falling night sky that you can pick out from your knowledge, but each one really does look very similar to this dagger.
Okay. Wait, everyone. I need a... There's this painting, and okay. I'm gonna show you something. So she's gonna sketch the painting really roughly, like fast. I think that's within her skill set, right? To just not like fully paint it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make you roll to... You're a painter, you've been doing it for like hundreds of years. You can make a rough, approximate drawing.
Yeah. Okay. But this is the... So this is happening at the death of Anarion, right? And those things falling. You can tell... Can you tell what they are? It's rough.
Daggers.
So in the painting, in the original painting, they looked like that dagger.
Well, that doesn't surprise me, really. It's sort of eerie, but it doesn't surprise me. Does it surprise anyone else?
I'm kind of surprised that I recognized it.
I'm impressed.
Oh, thank you.
Does that tell us anything about whether we can use the daggers to our benefit here? Maybe we should talk about this in the demi-plane.
Oh, probably. That's very... Yeah.
Everybody, we'll be back. We'll be back. Talk amongst yourselves. We're gonna...
More.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Haven't they been talking amongst yourselves for like half a century?
Yeah, a few thousand years.
I mean...
As you're headed towards the demi-plane, you hear a low hiss from Rex Felicius as you're passing. And he just says, more to himself than to you, they shouldn't have that.
Can I make an insight check as to whether he is considering acting upon that thought?
Sure.
Natural 1. No,
Nat 1. Nat 1. Let's see. Well, let's see what they roll. Okay, higher than that one.
The total of 6 for what it's worth.
That's fair. I'll say with a total of 6, you understand that the magic that the Arbiter has in place prevents any hostile actions. So at the very moment, no.
Right.
In the future, maybe. Hard to tell.
Is it possible for me to go back in time and roll an insight check at those looks that we got from Smoter and...
Yeah. Roll me an insight check.
Rex Delicious.
Rex. Poor Rex.
It's such an awesome name, though.
It is.
Holy shit balls! That's a natural 20 with a +1.
At 21.
So, 21.
Smolder, there's a hunger in their eyes, but you already know they like red items, and if you recall, your dagger has a red embellishment, so not certain if they understand what the dagger is, or, if it's just red and they want it. And, they would be perfectly comfortable throwing it on a horde of items and forgetting about it for a couple hundred years. Hard to tell. But
It's the crow in The Secret of Nin.
it really is.
What? My cat is walking on my arm.
Oh.
Sorry.
All good, all good. And
There are people watching you, sir.
Rex Felicius, it is hard to tell why they want it, so I won't give you the context. But from your previous conversation, I'll give you this insight. Either A, they think you mortals aren't wise or smart enough to have something like that, or they want it for themselves. Could be either or. Just based on your interaction with them prior.
When we get into the demiplane, I think the game has changed some since they saw the dagger.
Okay. Hear me out. We get a blank check with Big Red. Don't judge me here. The enemy of my enemies is my friend.
Are they though?
Big Red.
They are.
Big Red takes out Rex Felicius and Prismaria. Then we only have one dragon to worry about, who's already injured.
Which one is injured? Sorry.
It would be Smolder after fighting two other dragons.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I was like, if they're injured, how are they going to take out the other two dragons?
Gotcha.
They
You're
get
talking
injured from
about
the
like
fight.
a double cross.
Okay, I think I get
But-
it now. Oh my god.
Now,
Yeah,
that's worst case scenario. Who actually thinks we're going to make it out of here? And what's a way that we can get out of here without any harm to any being? Do we even think that's on the table at all?
I know one way out.
Look, you're not stabbing me again.
I was going to
It's
ask
not
if
gonna
that
hurt
was
that
the
much.
way out.
It's not gonna hurt that much. We've done it before.
It's but a
But
scratch.
Do you
then what
have to?
happens
Does
to
it
the
have to
rest
be
of
a
us?
stab? Can it be like a cut?
It
Well,
was a
we did
slice,
cut.
yeah.
We did a slice.
Okay, so like,
just-
is it that bad to like nick your finger or something?
I mean, I bled for a little while, but I mean, I got better.
But that only
the worst
changes
part
the
was we
location
ended-
of two of us.
Yeah, well, I mean,
What if we all touch the dagger blade
I
at
feel
the
like-
same
dagger.
time?
Gollum could cut us all pretty quickly.
I could. And I
If
just
necessary. If necessary.
did. What's your armor class, Rue? No, I'm kidding.
I kind of, I feel like the right and moral answer here is we go with Caprizi. They want to start a family.
Why is everything food? Why has she got to be a salad now? It's always
Sorry,
food with you. This is serious,
I'm always
Rue.
hungry.
Yeah, good
we've been
point.
marching for days. All right,
Oh, can we
anyways,
have a salad?
But to Gollum's point, the Smolder, he can take out the other, whatchamacallits?
Or at least even the battlefield. I mean,
Yeah, but she just wants to have a family.
does she though? She's a
Yeah.
dragon.
She's staying here by her own volition. Like, she could fucking leave. We can make her.
Wait,
Like-
she can leave?
I'm assuming, right?
I don't think that they're trapped.
No,
they're
they-
staying here
no,
because
they're-
they want the gym.
They're staying because of the gym. And okay, so
But
maybe we're looking
she
at this all
likes
the
it
wrong
here.
way.
It's like a monkey's paw.
Oh. Wait. Why do we want the gem?
What? Hmm.
We
and I
don't-
mean this kind of seriously. Like, it's
How-
so big, it's so rich, right?
It's like the size of a carriage.
Yeah. Like, who would ever buy it? What would we ever do with it?
See,
we don't
my
want
thing
Well, I
it.
is,
don't-
We don't want it. We just want to get an item.
We have
that
to
is
give
here.
it to one of them.
Yeah.
but why do they
Yeah.
want it? What does the gem do? Why are 3 dragons all about it? There's
'Cause
more
it's
to it than
one
just
of a
value.
kind. And
Does anyone know who Avalier is
can I?
or was?
Can
Can I do a
would-
history check?
I was about to say, would I know anything from my time in the service?
As they're doing.
Roll me a history check. It is a very high
Hell
DC.
yeah, I will.
Because
That's
this is pre-cataclysm.
I've already
Rue is
tasted my natural
going
20.
to cast True
Oh, well,
Sight,
that's a 9.
if that does
18.
anything.
13 on the die plus 5.
Anyone else?
Oh, True Sight is smart. I mean, I would try.
I'm not gonna bother rolling because they're terrible. But I'm gonna cast True Sight, and if there's anything around the ruby or around the room, I'm gonna try to read the room.
Oh, Gritty, no!
You're reading
my
the room.
God.
Okay.
Maybe True Sight on the gem too.
Well, it lasts for an hour, so if
Yeah.
anything happens in the next hour around,
All right. So, with the history check, Tansy, Abathir, doesn't ring a bell. Not a lot of information. Given it's a really old name. You know, this place has been standing since before the Cataclysm. A lot of people, went missing in that time. Hard to nail down many people and many things. Golanath, with an 18, I believe you said?
Yes, sir.
With
Yes.
an 18, the name Abathir doesn't stand out to you. But, what does stand out to you is, as you're thinking on it, some of your trainings way back in the day, when you've been sitting at with adventurers at the taverns between missions, you have heard rumors about gems, larger than life gems, larger than their counterparts by a wide scale, and what you have heard is the floating cities that used to float above Revgast, or the Drellwin's Forest, up near Revgast, used to implement gems of some sort to fly as a magical conduit. But that's all you really know, at
And
least.
just like fly, you say magical conduit.
Yeah, so the gems were used as conduits for magic. They probably could do more than fly, but they were able to keep a whole city flying.
Was why?
Pre-cataclysm.
So like an amplifier.
Yes.
I was about to say, why would a dragon want to fly?
Yes.
But a dragon might want an amplifier.
Could be.
Oh, Maggie,
Yeah.
you've always been the voice of reason. What do you think?
There's not a good option between the three of them. We don't know which ones are telling the truth. We don't know which ones are lying.
I assume they're all lying.
We need to make a plan to neutralize them all. Just like you were saying, turn them against each other. Do something to stop the prohibition on fighting and turn them against. I know that sounds terrible, everybody. I know it does, but they're going to turn on us as soon as that prohibition is gone if we don't have them turn on each other.
I don't even feel good about it.
I don't trust any of them, and I don't believe anything that any of them said. The only one who maybe is being honest is Rex Felicius, because he's not even trying to charm us.
That's a good
That's what-
point.
yeah, he says he wants to destroy it, but what's stopping him from trying to destroy it right now?
The fact that the other two will gang up and kill him.
Well,
Will
yeah,
they?
but isn't I don't know what his reasonings are, but like if he's trying to save the world or the realm, isn't that worth dying for? Wouldn't you just try and do it?
Doesn't seem like a very selfless creature.
I mean, that seems like a very selfless act, though. If he wants it to destroy it, so that it in itself seems maybe he's being duplicitous. And do I see anything with True Sight?
So, with True Sight, you see into the astral plane, correct?
Yeah, some plane, ethereal plane.
The ethereal plane. Give me 1 sec.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh.
We're
the
getting
music's
a
over.
call from Scam Likely.
Yeah.
So,
My best friend.
as you cast True Sight, so you're in the demi-plane currently, correct? That's where you all kind of went? Okay.
Yeah, I think we powwowed somewhere.
Yeah, so you're in the demi-plane. You see the room, you see like the magical framework that is setting up this demi-plane. Outside of it is a sea of stars and like a black void beyond the walls, but the walls are kind of like conjured to look confining to keep you in a central space. But I will tell you more once you leave the room. So just remind me when you do leave the room.
Okay. All right. Well, jumping back. Yeah. So it seems like if he was as selfless as he seems, that he would just try to destroy the ruby.
I don't
No,
think
I-
he's selfless. I think there's something that he gets, or with,
No.
even if it's just revenge, even if it's the pleasure of the other two not getting it.
If
There's
nothing
something he
else,
gets.
yeah, no, if nothing else, Smolder's brutal honesty. Like, I really feel like Smoder, for nothing else, doesn't even know what it's capable of, and truly does just covet the gem and not what it can do.
Or being red.
I don't know, man. He just came, like Rex Felicius is definitely hiding something. Like, there's a motive behind the motive. Smoder just came right and be like, yeah, no, it's like, tell me who to kill. I'm going to kill him. I want to stay with this gem for the rest of my days. And if you don't give me the gem, I'm going to kill you.
He could be playing dumb just as much as the other two. Could be
Well, I
playing
mean,
smart.
you know, no one's ever accused a dragon of being dumb except at one time.
This is my point. There's not a good answer to this.
Well,
We have to come up with some fourth answer, or else it's going to end the same way, no matter what we choose.
Okay, I've got a fog cloud, a mage hand,
I
and a
don't.
head full of bad intentions.
Can
Fog
we
cloud
give
around
it
the
to the
gym,
arbiter?
and we all run out with it. What's the distance? 120, 240? So we can get about a third of the way.
I assume at this point Cordelia kind of walks into the demi-plane.
Hi,
And-
Caprese.
She
I
just goes,
like the idea of giving it. I'm sorry.
oh no, don't apologize. I was just coming in. You were all taking a while, so I figured I would check in. What are your thoughts?
What are your thoughts?
My thoughts.
You've spent a lot more time with the dragons. You've heard them going back and forth amongst themselves instead of trying to convince us. You've heard them trying to convince each other.
Well,
What do you think?
Well, I wasn't in the room when you talked to all the dragons, so you may need to give me a rundown of what they all want. But I'm going to assume it's the giant gem.
Bingo.
But that being said, the arbiter did task us with making a fair settlement. There's no reason that that gem needs to be part of the settlement, just that we need to dictate something fair. So we've got, there were magical weapons that I was seeing. I may or may not have casted detect magic. There's some very powerful magic items in that hoard of gold and loot. There's also the art, history books, no doubt many powerful spells, and then also a pile of platinum and gold. I mean, that's 3 things right there. You could just give them something and, leave the gem, and then it, either A, they all fight over it, or, we could pick sides. I've had a hard time sussing out which of the three is the strongest, but that's besides the point. If there was a way that you could get 2 of the dragons on your side, that may be the best outcome.
The other 2 know that Rex Felicius wants to destroy the gem.
Was it all said out loud, or
No, it
were
was said
they
in the
like
demi-plane.
Individually.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Each dragon was very secretive with what they wanted and what they were willing to offer.
With that, I say, we take the gem and let them have the rest.
I don't know if I think they all want. How about what if?
Pansy,
What if we give Smolder everything red except for the gem? Rex Felicius. I don't really know what they. Well, hold.
Nothing.
Actually, Caprizi gets everything that would maybe help start a family. I don't know if there's spells. There's obviously money that could help.
that always
And
helps.
then Rex gets the gem. Who destroys it, and if it's destroyed, he can give the rest of the pieces to the other dragons.
Pansy, what would your sister do?
What would Blossom do? I think, she would probably light the gem up and try to get them all to dance
Rave.
around it. Yeah, and see if they would be unified through the dance party, which, like, when I say it out loud, if it worked, would be kind of cool. But
Tansy, can you get the gem out of here without
Yeah,
them knowing?
what do you think we should do? Oh,
Well, let me check my spells for a second. I don't think so. I mean, I could potentially, if we can figure out how to make it portable, then I can cast an illusion to make it seem like it's still there.
I could split it up.
Yeah,
Mage hand.
I could shape stone.
Oh, wait, I can too. Yeah.
I mean, if the gem's like a living thing, I can banish it. Which actually, if we go with the attack dog, they attack another dragon. I try to banish the third dragon, and then we kind of have an almost fair fight.
If these were my children, none of them would get the stone. If you can't agree to a compromise, you don't get the thing.
so we should.
Or if these were my children and I had no choice but to give it to them, like they're arguing over dinner and they need to be fed, I would divide it into equal portions, which we can do. Assuming we don't think that the gem is a giant misdirection, which I don't think it is.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense that dragons would be obsessed with a giant gem.
Yeah.
It
I think
doesn't
there's
need to
more
be
to it than
magical.
that.
You think there's...
If it is magical, I can try and just break the magic on it, and then
and-
it's
Is there-
essentially just a big old rock.
Is
Because if
there a
it
way to
wasn't
test to
magical-
see if it's magical before we break it?
Cordelia, you were detecting magic while you were out there.
Yeah,
Oh,
give us
yes.
the tea.
I didn't get close enough to the gem to pick it up. I was kind of hanging in the back. I'm more than happy to go look. But have any of you discussed with dragons if they'd be willing to compromise?
It was my understanding that that was all they wanted. They didn't care about anything else. It was basically give everything to the other ones. All they cared for was the gem.
Right.
Well-
That's the closest to a compromise that we have here.
So,
Okay.
So, sorry, just... Would you like to speak first, Tansy?
No, I mean, I'm just no. You go. You go.
So, Prisma was it? The gemstone dragon. They wanted the gem to start a family. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Was there a reason behind it?
Reasons
She
behind
said
what
that
do you mean?
if she
How
would
that
feel
help?
more secure if she had a bigger horde.
More secure. So safety. What if we could convince one of the other two dragons to
Agreed with her.
keep her safe? I mean, I'm not going to insinuate that, but would that not meet her need and then reduce her need to have the gem? I mean,
Was it out of character? Was safety the only reason why? I thought that she needed like the magical properties of the gem in order
so
to have children.
no. So her, what she said was, for dragons, their power comes from the size of their horde, and having a larger horde meant she'd be more secure and safer to start a family.
She had me at orange slices.
That was a good bit.
Where did she get oranges from?
She had them, I guess.
Oh, they were delicious. These little candied things. It was perfect. Little simple syrup. I don't know how she
Okay.
chilled them, but
So I mean, that could be a route. I'm not telling you that's a route. I'm just saying that could be a route.
I have a question.
For who?
All of us. Do we want me to cast an illusion of the gem around the gem no matter what?
How long does it last?
As long as I want it to.
Maybe last resort, because if they
Yeah.
see it going up, then that might immediately start conflict.
That might get us
Yeah.
dead. All right.
But, well, I guess, so you saw they all made some eyes at the dagger. Can we bargain that? And maybe one dragon gets a dagger, one dragon gets the stone, and then Caprizi, who wants to start a family, gets the rest of the loot.
well, quite frankly, I'm even worried about me having the dagger after their reaction.
Right. Do we want to give it to the scary, evil-seeming dragon?
I mean, this could be worse than the damn
Do
gem.
we want to keep it on us?
The dagger?
I-
Well, at this
I-
point,
I
I feel
think- I
safer with it
think-
with me, but I do want to
I'm
get rid of it.
I think having seen, not remembering that painting, I want to make sure we have the dagger until we can talk to somebody who's going to know a lot about the dagger.
All right. Oh, God. Sprite,
We could
Damn
ask. Well, hold
you were
on.
right.
We
I
can
was
ask.
wrong.
We can
You're
ask
smart.
the dragons.
I'm dumb.
What they know
You're
about the dagger?
good looking. I'm ugly.
Colin, I'm gonna need you to
Uh,
stop spinning out here.
I'm trying to get Sprite to show up, and I don't know if she will.
Right. Unfortunately, in a demi-plane, there is no magic in all of the universe that she will hear this.
Cordelia, in the meantime, can you go out and find out for us if the gem is magic?
Oh, of course, I'd be happy to. And Cordelia will
I'm
head
gonna-
out.
I'm gonna step out with Cordelia for.
Could you bring me back some water? I'm
yeah,
parched.
Maybe just. Rue flicks a good berry towards Galana. And
think
Rue
this
will
one's
step out
spoiled.
of the Demily plane. Demily plane.
Dumbly plain.
Yes.
I hope he's calling Sprite.
So,
I hope she's calling
Cordelia
Sprite.
will make her way over to about 30 feet close to the gem. As she gets closer and closer to the gem, you see all three dragons' eyes are filtered on her as she kind of does a circle around it and then walks back. And she doesn't say anything, she just walks right into the demiplane. So it's not inherently magical.
Which means we can split it into pieces.
Correct. You could split it into pieces. That wouldn't be an issue. It would just devalue the gem as a whole. I mean, numerically, if you were trying to sell it, but we're not trying to sell it, so fuck it.
Right. And Smolder doesn't care. Smolder just cares that it's red. The other one, Rexalicious, wants it destroyed anyway, so here you go. We just destroyed it.
Do we think we can destroy it?
I mean, we just diminished it at least. Doesn't hurt to try. That's one thought. I do want to hear more about what Rex wants with the dagger, but I don't think I'm ever going to feel comfortable with that creature having such a powerful object.
Would you
I
like me
also
to
don't
have him
think we
come in
could.
here?
I also don't think we could trust anything he says. Like I say, his motives aren't clear. I mean, it's like every question we asked, it was evasion, and it was evasion with arrogance. Oh, it's one of those days.
You can learn a lot from how somebody lies.
That's fair.
Let's hear what his lies are.
So you'd like me to go bring him in, then?
Everybody, what do you think?
Also,
I
Rue,
don't have a better idea. I like to think that I know when people are lying to me, so I guess we can just figure out why he's lying. What the lies are. Oh my god, sorry, the cat is attacking me again.
so...
It is, in his defense, is dinner time. Gritty!
That's fair. So, Rue, you stepped out of the demiplane with True Sight on, correct?
Yes.
As you step out, sorry, I should have covered this when you stepped out, but Cordelia doesn't know what you're seeing, so she would have just kept doing her own thing. I'm gonna change our music. I feel like it's time for a music change, don't you?
I am listening, but I'm gonna step out of frame to feed the cat
That's
because
perfectly
he's
fine.
going to hurt me.
He demands the food.
He's actually chewing on me.
It is time.
Oh, that's not the one I wanted. Do.
What happened while I was gone?
Nothing. I had forgotten to
People keep-
tell Rue what they saw when they stepped out.
Okay, people keep setting off the alarm at work.
Oh. That's not good.
Man, had a delivery to the airport tonight.
Rue. You
Yes.
step out, and your eyes can see through the darkness. It is as bright as day. You can see through any illusions and the like. You see the Arbiter as they truly are. They have golden, pupilless eyes, this almost ceramic white face that is featureless, except for lips that are humanoid in shape, and large white wings that are feathery behind them. And they are standing as they are. They still appear as kind of like that elfin form. However, as you cast your gaze around the rest of the temple plateau. You see the ethereal realm as well. You see thousands of people, each with the milky eyes of the dead, their faces trapped in anguish, and each one of them holding their hands out towards the gem. As if reaching for it. Like some sort of pariah or some sort of avenging god.
Super chill. Rue is going... Do the dragons look the same?
Yes. All three of the dragons do appear, except for Yprisma, who transformed into a halfling. She looks like a dragon now, in her dragon form. But the other two are also dragons.
And do they seem to notice, like, the undead horde that's in the room?
No. They cannot see into the ethereal realm.
Interesting. And then the gem itself...
Looks like a gem.
I mean, I guess I don't know what Cordelia said, but it seems to be non-magical.
Correct. It does seem non-magical. It did not pull up on Detect Magic.
Okay. What about the space that it's in?
It is settled on, like, this golden, like, tripod of, like, gold that's been molded to hold it, because it's kind of an oval shape. But it does not seem to be magical.
Okay. Rue is going to... This is a very obscure reference, but Rue is going to do the Ashley Simpson dance when she got caught on SNL lip syncing and walk back into the demi plane.
Okay, wait. Fun fact about that, though. She wasn't actually lip syncing.
What?
It was a normal backing track that cues you into music that is, like, used a lot on television.
Uh-huh.
But
it kept going, or?
No, it's like, I think that the backing track, having a backing track for your vocals is actually pretty normal. She was going to be actually singing, but she freaked out and she did the dance.
Oh no. And so it was just a disaster all around.
So it was just a disaster all around.
Oh man, today I learned after that was so long ago.
I was reading about that a few weeks ago.
Weird.
I've never heard of any of this.
Oh.
It was like 2006, maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wow.
Actually,
anyways,
pieces of me.
Sorry, yeah.
Actually,
Rue does that.
Give me one perception check before you go in there.
You know what? I'm gonna go roll 20 because my dice have been not great. Don't fuck me. Oh, you fucked me.
No.
That's an 8.
Nate, sure are a lot of ghosts here.
No. Okay. Yeah, just Rue's not really a dancer, so she's. And also, there's a lot of ghosties, so the focus is not there. So Rue pops back into the dummy plane. It's like, hey y'all, there's I don't know if that. What is this accent? So the Ruby. I don't know if it's magical or not, but they're all of the ghosts that we encountered on the way in. They seem to be here and like reaching towards it. So I don't. Something's going on.
Why would ghosts be reaching toward the gem?
I don't know if it's like a conduit to another plane or it's not a
But
normal.
it's not magical.
What?
But it's not magical.
I can't tell that.
It is not
Who
magical.
said that?
I'm asking Cordelia.
No, it's not magical. On Detect Magic, I was able to detect to pull up anything.
Do I know of like natural substances that have magical properties without themselves being magical?
Yes. I'm going to give that to you for free.
Yeah.
There are items in this world that are have inherent magical properties. You know, mithril, for instance. You know, being more durable as a metal and lighter. But there are plenty of items in the realms that have magical properties, but do not have any inherent magic themselves. Could also be, if it is a conduit, it could be having some magic that was cast on it at some point. That's just not pulling up on detect magic. You also are aware that there are non-detection spells that can be cast on powerful items, especially if they are rare and you don't want someone stealing them. Perhaps long ago this could have been in possession of someone that casted that. Hard to tell.
Why would Rex need to destroy something magical?
Rex suggested that it was specifically going to be able to be used for something nefarious. Jen doesn't remember what.
I don't think Rex...
Kind of think I do.
World
I don't-
world
I think
domination
Rex
keeps
said-
coming to mind when I see Rex.
Rex said, he did say that it could be used for nefarious purposes. He didn't tell you what they were. He said it would take too long to explain and you just don't
That's
get
right.
it.
That's
Was
right.
his exact words was,
I mean,
you
here's
just
the
don't
thing,
get it.
Maggie believes that. Maggie, not that he's telling the truth necessarily, but that there's plenty of things that would just take too long to explain and we just wouldn't get.
Yeah.
That is believable.
Yeah, he was just like, I could explain it to you, but what is the point? You're not going to understand.
Right.
Yeah, no, I just can't believe that we're that simple-minded that we wouldn't understand.
But also, they've been here for like a long time. Like, what's? I mean, we got time. He could tell us, no?
Tell him he has no chance of getting the gem if he doesn't try.
How about let's stop fucking talking behind closed doors. Like everybody, I think we talked to them all out in the open,
Okay.
and yeah, fuck it. Let's get out of here. What are we doing here?
Oh, wonderful. I mean, we could... I like that idea. It's a good idea. Because, you know, we don't have forever. I mean, your companions are about to get attacked by the Assyrian Empire in a few days. Unless they can find a way out, which they may.
Mulder.
So that's also
Alright.
a problem. So let's go. I'll
What-
take the back
what?
seat. You've got this.
Hold on. Before we go out there, but a dagger to your throat, arrow to the heart. Which dragon do we choose in a pinch?
I've already casted my vote as far as that goes, and as I'm saying that, I'm also giving myself a pat down, making sure I know where everything's at. I'm
That
kind of
is well. Just say it
limbering
out
up a little
loud
bit.
again for the rest of us.
Smolder.
Okay.
Smolder.
Okay.
We cash that blank check, have him attack the other two dragons.
Just the other two. If you have a
Are
blank
there-
check, you
Among
might as well write a
others.
large number on it.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
but just in the
Among
short.
others.
Both of the
This is
dragons
just
in the
a-
Assyrian Empire when he's feeling blue.
I'll back
Or red.
Golden on this one. I hate it, but I'll back Golden on this one if we had to.
Wait, what?
Secondly, if you do write a blank check, now don't get me wrong, I can't be entirely certain of my actions are my own or my thoughts, which is unfortunate. If you lose Smolder, for instance, on the Assyrian Empire, short term, yes, you know, no doubt the force that they send to destroy your friends will be destroyed, but what's to stop an elder red dragon from then killing all the innocents in the countryside with wild abandon?
Not to mention the fact that it's not like a dragon is going to be able to just take out individual people. A bunch of fire being blown into an army is going to indiscriminately kill a bunch of people who don't actually feel like they want to go dominate this town.
Yeah.
They're just following orders.
I also
But
want to add.
I'm backing Golineth. I'm backing Golineth because Smolder, we just named the other two dragons. And that's how we get out.
I'd really like to see
but-
us not go this route.
Yes,
I-
agreed.
Like
I-
Caprese says, you know, you open a can of dragon.
Right. This is not a good option.
No,
I actually think
it's
we go
literally
with.
scorched earth.
I think we go with Caprese. Because they have to, the other dragons are probably going to fight. They have to defend themselves. We could help them. And
How do we know Caprice's not scamming us too? Sorry, Caprice.
Well, they can't hear us. But
Okay,
it said
good.
they would give us divination. Well, first, I guess we need a contract. I don't know. How does that work? Tansy, like the Fae realms, like if there's a promise given, I don't know if dragons are the same, right?
I
Need
don't
a
know
contract.
if dragons are the same. Also, we're not in the Fae. We're not.
Well, I guess if they're Fae, but they're not Fae, so I don't. We
We're
have to
not
have
Fae, and we're
some
not in the Feywild. They wouldn't be bound by Fae law. Also,
anything. Is there any way we could get them to be bound to their word?
yeah, there are spells. I don't know them, but they exist.
But I guess I guess what I'm saying is like divination would be very helpful for us and gold because we can buy better things for ourselves to help
No,
fight.
I agree, and I don't know. Again, I know you're right, and that she could be lying, but that's the best reason for having the gem.
This is why there's no good answer. We don't have really any actual idea what's actually going on with any of them. That's why knife to the throat, you got to pick something right now is going to result in this scattered answers that don't give us any
Well
real
then,
clarity.
how about we destroy the gem?
Destroy the gem.
Make no one happy.
And there are I can't
Okay.
stress this enough. So many ghosts in there. I can try to
If-
dispel some of them. I don't know if that'll help. If
And
that'll
what
hurt.
happens if the gem is gone?
I was about to say, if we destroy the gem, does that also destroy the pact
I think we.
that's keeping everyone
I think
safe?
Galnith keeps that knife handy and ready to stab anyone who needs to get out.
Okay. All right. What
Okay.
do we?
Who
I'm
can
a-
destroy a gem?
What if somebody grabs the gem? I throw the knife.
I think it's too big.
I throw the dagger.
I think it's too big.
Do you think if they're held onto the gem, it would transport them and the gem
I
to
think if it doesn't work, then it is a
just somebody stabbed and we're just looking like a bunch
Somebody-
of buffoons?
yes.
Okay,
Like
but
normal.
what about if we do that while I'm casting the illusion?
I can be invisible and make myself seem visible at the same time. So I could do that.
It's
Yeah.
like really hard, but I can cast an illusion, a copy of the gem that's the size of the gem, and I don't have to think about it the whole time.
Yeah, we
I
can.
can
we,
do it. They can't walk through it, they can't touch it, but
we can try that, and I can be invisible and have a copy of myself next to y'all. And Galnith, you just have to hit me. I will tell you. I will be at a certain spot, and you just have to hit that spot.
But then
And if
I
it's-
don't. What does this accomplish?
It gets the
Well-
gem out of there.
Also,
And if it
what
doesn't
happens
work?
if the dragons can smell you? I mean, you.
I'm still in. We're all still in the room.
Or if the dragons have the same magic that you have?
I was about to say, Graham, would Gallaneth know that dragons have true sight?
I would say.
And I will say,
if dragons
I was about to say, and nothing in my backstory
Yeah,
do I
with
have
Andy.
anything
her
about
parents being
encounters
dragon
with
hunters.
I feel
dragons
like
or
Rue would
hunting
know
dragons.
this. Yeah.
Let's see.
Like, would I know the full
Uh,
capabilities of a dragon?
Both of you roll me a nature check, maybe? We haven't done nature check, but I feel like this is a nature check.
Can I
Rue-
try a nature check
That's
too,
good
since
at-
that's my
Yeah,
Oh
area?
my
Rue, you can
God.
make it with advantage because your parents are dragon hunters.
Oh, no. And I need to find that dice before a dog eats it.
Oh no.
Oh, no, I completely missed the tray.
18.
okay,
18.
out of character.
To 12.
Oh,
Yep, Tansy?
Yeah, we might need.
Just what does major illusion as a level 6 spell have to counteract true sight?
Let's see. So true sight would see through any illusion.
Right.
But if they don't have true sight active, then it would be against their intelligence investigation check versus your spell save to see if they can recognize it as an illusion or if they view it as real. And that was a 18 for you, Jen?
Yeah.
And Gullneth has been defeated by Smolder as it appears from the ash on their screen.
Smolton.
Oh my god!
Yeah, but I rolled a let's see, a 2.
Oh,
It's like
I'll
a
run
3 or something.
I'll just roll a perception check.
Okay. So, Jen.
17.
17, perfect. I'm going to keep that in my head. So, Jen, you are semi-familiar with dragons, at least, as familiar as one in a druidic order. They are a natural part of the world. Every dragon is a little bit different, so let me just preface that. Not only breath weapons, but capabilities. When it comes to moonstone dragons, you're fairly certain that while they have great dark vision and great, perception, you don't think that they can see. They can't see things that are invisible. They can't see like a true sight unless they had a spell open. As for Rex, crystal dragons are a little bit different in that they are psionic. And they also can see, they have blind sight. So they can see in the dark, they don't need to see, but they don't have tremor sense, which is one of the good things. So, they won't see you if you're walking around. And you would know that the red dragon, Smolder, they're just perceptive. Okay. They don't have...
Alright. The one that we need to worry about is Rex knowing what we're thinking.
Correct.
Rex is going to be on, in character, I'd say Rex is going to be on to us if we aren't careful. Rex can get into our heads.
Oh.
So just don't think about what we're doing. Think about the questions that we're going to
How do you not
ask.
think about what you're doing?
You
I do it all
think
the
about
time.
a different task.
You get in the
Think
zone.
about making bread. Think
But-
about the
but-
ingredients
but-
that go into that.
But if I have to think about not thinking about what I'm doing, then I'm going to be thinking about what I'm doing because I have to be thinking about it, and it's...
That's a whole lot for one person to be going through at one time. Like, you just got to turn that off. Like, you just...
Well, how about you think about two things at the same time? You do the illusion, but you think about the first time you made an illusion.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the second time, so then you've got two things. Or just think about some happy times with Blossom. Like, she,
Or like when you really fooled somebody with
I
an
don't know.
illusion.
I don't know. Do you remember that family therapy session I had? I don't really want to be thinking about Blossom.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Yeah, no, I forgot.
I love my sister.
I guess this is like the last resort, right?
Right.
I think this really is truly the last resort. I think this is it. I think that we have come to the precipice.
This
Well-
is going to get the two of you killed.
I guess the question is,
It could get all of us killed. Sorry,
Is this
Rue.
something that we are doing as a last ditch effort, or are we doing it?
Listen, I think we can take one dragon. I think we have a good chance with 2. 3 dragons. We're going to get smoldered. Unintended. Little comedic levity.
So,
Because, yeah,
so are we
I
going to
guess
have a
it-
chat with them first before you try this?
Right. Weren't we going to talk to Rex and also put all of this out for the others, for them to hear what each one of them wants? Like,
I mean,
let's try diplomacy first before we try deception that we have to work so hard to hide.
Definitely the diplomacy.
Secondly, I mean, more importantly, with diplomacy, perhaps they may sweeten the bargains knowing what each dragon is offered.
Let's go have
Let's
a
talk to
council
him.
meeting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to go to a quick break, and then we will go to that meeting. So, we will be right back, everybody. We'll see you in a few minutes. BRB.
Boom.
This is
Boom.
so
Hello, and we're back. Hello, chat. We are back, and we are still silly. Where last we left our party, we were exiting the safe room to go greet your dragon companions. Outside, the Arbiter is kind of standing there with their staff with that kind of hourglass that's kind of rotating. At the top, they're kind of like hovering near the hoard itself with all the gold. Not really paying a lot of attention, just kind of idling. The three dragons look at all three of you as you or all 1, 2, 3, 4 of you as you exit, plus Fakara, so 5. And you get a wave from a little halfling as they munch on an orange slice from a Prisma, and the other 2 dragons just kind of remain silent for a moment, and then Rex speaks up. So, what have you decided, mortals, if anything?
Somebody else talk.
I think we decided that everybody just needs to put it all out there. I don't know, you all have been here for hundreds of years. Why are you keeping everything a secret?
Thousands of years.
Well, yeah. All right. Well, I've been here too long already, so I'm mixing up my time frame.
Prisma just offers a smile and is like, I mean, 1,000 years hasn't been that terrible. They kind of like sit down on a little plateau and like wiggle their feet like a kid.
Okay, insight check. Is she into the other 2?
Roll insight.
I thought I was muted.
It's 11.
Wait,
Hard to
Can I
tell.
roll as well?
Yeah,
Can I
11.
roll as well?
Sure, everyone that wants to roll. This is now
I was
Dragons
gonna
and
say, Maggie,
Dating.
did you say that
it's
out?
all-
Did
it
Maggie
not
say that
20?
out loud? Because if Maggie said it out loud, Tansy's gonna be really
No,
invested.
No, she said she died. Maggie did not say it out loud, sadly.
Hard to tell. You do know
hold on.
that she doesn't mind the other 2, which is saying a lot for dragons already.
22.
A 22.
Rue's got +8.
Tansy rolled a 19.
Ooh, okay. 19, hard to tell. Hard to tell. You can't pinpoint it, but you got a little you're like maybe. Hard to tell if it's you shipping or actual feelings. Rue.
You know
being-
Tansy's done that before. She just randomly ships people.
Oh yeah. Rue, with your roll beating a DC 20, you get the sense that a Prisma wouldn't be opposed to the idea, and may or may not be considering either of these as a consort, potentially.
Gotcha.
It kind of clicks into place. You know, the wanting that security blanket, wanting to start a family. There's like a light bulb moment, like an aha moment for Rue, and Rue's like, galaxy brain.
Yeah. What a Prisma is the colors like iridescent, so is it like ever shifting colors, or like what's going on there?
Oh yeah, for Prisma? Yeah, she's kind of like this prismatic moonstone dragon. Her shape kind of glitters and shines. Part of her scales, like, kind of like a rotating sheen, like kind of like when you have fish scales in the sunlight and they kind of show that rainbow for a moment of like light passing through them. That's
Yeah.
kind of how her scales go, from a turquoise and then kind of changing to cerulean.
Gotcha. Hey, Smolda, have you ever noticed the beautiful, just depths of red that a Prisma has in their scales?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't think anything can challenge the beauty of a red dragon's scales.
You don't think so?
But I haven't looked too in depth, I suppose.
Maybe take a look.
Yeah, but when you don't actually know that something's red and then it surprises you with red, isn't that a different kind of amazing red? When it just, oh my god, there's red there and I didn't think there was.
I just want you to know I just rolled 2 nat 20s. I just want you to know that.
They fall madly in love.
I want that. I want this outcome so badly.
I feel like I have to change the music now. I thought
think
this
if
was
you
gonna be
get two
stressful, and now
dragons
it's
to
not
fuck,
stressful.
you just win Dungeons and Dragons. It's over. The campaign's done.
Yeah,
Dungeons and
you-
Dragons, more
Pathfinder
dungeons,
now.
more dragons.
Yeah, no, it's Pathfinder. 2E.
Let's see. We need something romantic. Sadly, for this channel, I have not had romantic music on the ready. But now we do.
You need some games with shipping.
It's
There's
true.
shipping in the other one.
There is.
Yeah.
Smolder kind of cranes their neck, that long serpentine red neck, kind of the length of several Maggies, and kind of swivels towards Prisma. Given she's a halfling currently, so she does not have scales.
Prisma, maybe you should transform back.
Oh! Okay. Weird request, but okay. And Prisma transforms, and Smolder kind of, exhales, and you see, like, a bout of smoke from his nostrils, and he kind of looks and he just goes, Did you do something different with your scales today?
Yes. Prisma, have you noticed how, like, strong Smolder looks? Like, I feel like he could protect, like, a lot. Like, a whole kingdom if necessary. Or, like, tons of family members.
Roll a
Everyone knows
persuasion check. I was laying on so thick.
Yeah.
I sidle up to Tansy and I just say, this is making me also very sick.
I'm fascinated.
Yeah, it's all very fascinating.
I can't stop watching it.
Either. It's like a carriage wreck. You just can't look away.
But what if it works?
That's
Maybe
a
we
great
all
fear.
live.
You guys maybe help instead of just, like, okay.
Y'all are doing a great job. Keep it up.
What are we gonna do?
Just watch.
Throw some magic around the Prisma, make her look more red. I don't know.
Okay.
Somebody do that.
I cast fog.
Yeah, I
cloud
can do
just
that.
a
I
little
can
bit
do
behind
that.
her.
You cast
on.
fog
I'm
cloud on who?
I'm gonna cast color splay. No, that's not. Hold on.
Okay,
Hold on.
so Rue, first,
Prestidigitation.
roll me your persuasion check.
Okay.
You laid it on
Okay,
really
okay.
thick.
Can
it was
Rue
a
get
bit-
advantage because I helped?
Sure, I'll allow it.
I would like to cast Prestidigitation with just a slight little hint of like
18 with advantage.
little strangers in the night. You know what I'm
Give
saying?
them like a bowl of spaghetti and have them both eat.
But if anybody else calls you tramp,
All right, 18 persuasion and Tansy.
Um, hmm. I'm gonna cast Dancing Lights to uh decorate Prisma a little bit.
Ooh. All right. So, uh, as the air fills with the sheen of music, the temple is alive with the sound of music. Two dragons will kiss if you play cards right. But, the dancing lights glitter up, each like a lantern on a harvest moon, that red and orange sheen of a summer, flittering into the air. A Prisma transforms, and you see her look over Smolder. Well, I guess they do look very strong. And then she kind of looks away, and Smolder just kind of.
How does a dragon flex its muscles?
No, I think
it's their wings, like their
the
wings.
Right? Yeah.
and like the shoulder blades.
Yeah, like they do like that little cat hunch.
Oh my god. How is Rex reacting to them?
Rex is, let's see how let's roll. Rex looks at all of you, and I thought we were going to chat, but I see what you're doing here.
You're very smart.
I know.
What are we doing?
Can I do a history check on Smolder?
What would you like to know?
Just like if there's a lore behind Smolder that maybe like is out there.
Sure. Roll a history check. Why not? Worst case scenario, you'll make something up. You're gonna wingman.
In the
Wingwoman.
meantime, I
That's a
think
19. That's a 19.
You heard he burninated the countryside. Well, no. You heard one story about Smolder during from your parents many years ago. That there was a very heroic paladin that faced Smolder in battle and got eaten. They might have been part god. Like
Yeah,
a demigod, and they got eaten.
Strong? This guy, Smolder here, I don't know if he told you, but he killed a demigod. Yeah. Heart paladin, heart god, eaten. Just destroyed him like it was nothing. And this guy was going around all over killing tons of dragons. And what happened when we came up against Smolder? Smoten.
Smolder puffs out their chest. You can see the kind of underbelly where it's got that more yellow scaling in comparison to the red, kind of hums with like a heat, like a heartbeat maybe, like, and you kind of see like the glow of fire in his body, and he just goes, "It was nothing really. I mean, I don't even remember the name. I barely remember the name. Calaxis, the Indefeatable. Didn't even touch me."
See, barely even touched him. He could definitely protect a family.
Can I, while this is happening, since Rex reacted the way he did, sort of sidle a little closer and be like, "It's okay to be jealous. That's all right. That's normal."
I'm not jealous. This is
I'm sure.
stupid.
No, of course you're not.
This is absolutely stupid.
No,
This-
I get it. I would deny it too.
I'd like to start like kind of slowly moving around the room, doing as I do, just checking out surroundings and seeing what we can use strategically should we need to.
Sure.
And also trying to, at the same time, see what I can't see about the gym to see if I can maybe see any symbols or anything else that give me some sort of clue as to exactly what it is or does.
Sure. Roll me a perception or investigation check.
Okay. Ooh, investigation. That's the one I hate. I'm just kidding. I don't hate it. Yeah. Oh, Lord have mercy. That's a 19 plus 5, so that'll be 24, sir.
A 24?
Yeah.
How generous. So, safest place to be?
Yeah.
Probably the
Is
pile of gold
outside.
would be. You doubt any of the dragons are willing to damage the horde.
Yeah.
So, if a fight was to break out, being closer to the horde is going to prevent them from maybe, melting everything. Outside of that, because there is the stairs and it's kind of like a plateau down, with the angle of their breath weapon, if you were to get down a layer and they were breathing down, you may be able to dodge some of the breath weapons. And that plateau will make it harder for them to, navigate because they are bulky. But they can also fly, so. As for the gem, no inscriptions on it,
Nothing, huh?
but roll me a D100.
Oh, boy. I haven't rolled
Oh,
one of those
boy.
in years.
I know.
Don't even. Okay. Hey, look. Here they are. Oh, don't fail me now, D100s. Hey, it's a 49.
A 49. A 49.
Either that or it's a 409.
I hope not. As you're kind of walking around the loot itself, you feel something brush against your conscience.
My conscience?
Yeah. Not your conscious, but your subconscious. Like a psionic touch base, if you will. Something is trying to contact you.
Yeah, I let it.
Oh, hi. Oh, hello. I haven't seen you before. Well, I mean, I don't have eyes, but I mean, well, you know what I mean.
Hello.
Hi. Sorry, that was probably weird. I'm sorry. My name is Soraya. I'm over here, and, well, I'm underneath a chest, and a bunch of gold, and I'm the nice-looking sword. I mean, all swords are nice, but I mean, I'm really nice.
Do you need liberating, Pariah? Are you trapped?
I mean, well, I can't walk. I can only go where people carry me. And I've been here a long time.
And I see, Soraya.
Yeah, so with the description, you do see a chest, and you do see the hilt of a sword. Seems to be peeking out. The sword itself is this blue, this unicorn, sorry, let me start over. This unicorn, God, what is the word? Horn, there we go. A unicorn horn handle that, looks, that in the pommel itself is this kind of, turquoise gem that looks like a wave. And along the swirls of the unicorn horn are, cerulean inlays of, like, lapis lazuli. The hilt itself is like this silver saber. But you can't see the blade, as it is buried underneath some gold at the moment.
How long have you been here, Soraya?
Well, a couple thousand years. I fall asleep sometimes. Well, I mean, I don't fall asleep, but I just kind of stop thinking. It's been a while.
1,000 years, that's a long time. And I want to look up, and I'm going to kind of side-eye Rex, see what he's paying attention to. I'm not really worried about the other two.
At the moment, he's like puffing out a little bit of flame out of his mouth, like putting on the heat, giving her the smolder.
Oh, no, Rex. What's Rex doing?
Oh, Rex? Rex
Yeah.
is looking at Maggie, and as you're kind of looking, his neck kind of lowers, and he gets his face right down to like Maggie's eye level.
Maggie does not.
Yeah, it isn't hostile, I will say. Like, violence is prohibited. It looks like they are just chatting, and, you know, Rex is an asshole.
Okay. I want to go for Soraya, but it would be grab it and immediately stash it under my cloak.
Ooh. I'm gonna need 2 rolls from you.
Okay.
I'm gonna need a stealth check, and I'm gonna need a sleight of hand check.
They're both 20.
Roll
Without
me
rolling.
them dice.
Okay.
Because it could go better than 20.
Try to get higher.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's all right, so here's the thing. Do I add my modifier?
Yes.
So all right. All right, that's better than a 12, so it's just a 12. So never mind. All right, so 22.
22 for stealth.
Yeah. Yeah, either one.
Okay.
Ready for the other one?
And for
And
sleight of hand.
sleight of hand would be 24.
24.
Yeah.
So,
Oh my
as
god,
you,
it was Jen. No, never mind.
so as you kind of duck down, you sense that at least 2 of the 3 dragons still have you in their periphery, or at least are recognizing that you're around. You don't feel entirely hidden, but your sleight of hand does go unnoticed. As your hand kind of curls around that saber hilt, you kind of pull the blade out, kind of easing it out so that none of the gold jingles. The blade itself is this alabaster porcelain white blade, with a single blood ridge down the center. And the blood ridge itself is also that kind of like blue, like a river.
Okay, cool.
Oh, thank you. Wow, your hands are sweaty.
There's a lot going on right now, but we could talk about that later.
Oh, I love talking. Yeah, we should definitely talk about it later.
And I'm like, and then without mouthing the words, I just say, and I'm thinking, I'm like, can you hear me?
Can I hear you?
Okay, good. That makes it so much easier. But I don't say it out loud.
Yeah, no, I
And,
can hear you. Loud and clear,
Say, well,
all the time.
if we get out of this thing, you'll have to tell me where you want to go.
Deal.
And then I just go and I kind of saddle back up my Tansy, and I let her know if the shit breaks out, gold and down low's the safest spot. And if we get a chance, let Maggie, Bruno.
Yes, Maggie. Oh, you're mute. I cannot hear you.
While I have Rex's attention,
Yeah.
when his face is like right up in mine, I'll lower my voice as if I'm being not necessarily conspiratorial, but like mono. And mujer, I'm gonna and just say, you know, I spoke on your behalf, but if you want the rest of the group to be persuaded, you need to give us more information. You need to explain the ghost thing. You need to explain what the stone can do. I know we won't understand it all, but you got to give us something, or they're not going to side with you.
Rex kind of flicks out their tongue for a moment. Not touching you, but like, just kind of in irritation, like that little hiss of, oh, why do I have to explain myself to you?
I barely keep down that I find that intensely gross, but I
Yeah.
manage.
Yeah. And he goes, fine, I'll tell you. And you will feel, much like your companion just barely, you will feel a psionic, telepathic message as they are trying to communicate. Do you know about Sardior?
Give me info.
Sardior was the dragon god of night, psionics, and secrets, and was the creator of gem dragons.
The creator, I'm sorry, Jen couldn't hear it. The creator of what?
Of gem.
Dragons?
Gem dragons.
Gem
yes.
dragons, got it.
Sardior got destroyed during the attacks upon the world. However, Sardior hid the heart of creation and his essence and conscious, and fused it with parts of the material plane and some of the gem dragons. I would premise that this gem contains some of that. So by destroying it, I am setting it free to return back to where it belongs.
Why would
As-
spirits need- sorry.
As for the ghosts, I don't know. It could be a conduit. I'm unfamiliar with what the gem did prior to the cataclysm. All I know is it's a conduit that can be used. Perhaps it was used for necromantic means. I don't know.
Do I get a sense of real conviction from him? Like one of the things that Maggie's wanting to do right now, especially having spent a lot of time with people with very sincere, strong convictions, is figure out whether this is genuine, whether he truly wants to free this spirit that's been trapped in the gem.
I'll give it to you without even a roll. It seems very, very full of conviction. Seems very genuine that this is a gem dragon trying to free the god of gem dragons. And there's kind of a pause, and Rex goes, I could give you the details in how I'm going to destroy it, but that would take us a while, and we don't have that. Now, the other two may be googly-eyed with each other, but as soon as the gem isn't in their possession, I doubt their affections for one another is going to keep them from, what's the phrase? Scorching earth? Scorched earth? That's it.
Right. So 2 questions. 1, do either the gem or the god pose any danger to us and ours?
The god doesn't. The gem, if it's not destroyed and someone powerful enough that understands how to use it gets it, perhaps it could be.
Does the method of destroying it pose a danger to us or ours?
No, I will take it away from this plane of existence to destroy it. I have languished more than enough in in this terrible smelling place.
Can you guarantee the rest of us get safe passage out of here if we choose for you?
Let me look at their stats real quick. If I feel
Actually, let me rephrase that. We won't if you don't. So you're going to guarantee safe passage if we choose for you? Question mark.
if you are asking me to fight 2 dragons, I am not arrogant enough to assume I would win. But if you can convince one of them to not get involved, I would be happy to ensure that you and your companions go unharmed, or at least alive, as best as I can manage. I'll even throw in 3 items from the Horde if you so choose.
Alright. I'll make sure the rest of us hear this. Convey this to my friends.
Over the table, what was Cordelia after here?
So Cordelia is after a ability that the Arbiter has to remove the Gias. It is an item from the Horde.
Gotcha. Okay. I guess
And
Brew-
the Arbiter was told that up front, and the Arbiter is kind of holding that item.
Gotcha. Okay.
As part of the original agreement, so.
Gotcha.
I'll come back and convey that to whoever is in the center still talking to the other 2. And add, I truly believe him. And I know my gut has gone wrong a few times recently with the refugees in the woods. But I truly, truly believe him. This is sincere.
I think we just need we need more answers. Maybe the Arbiter can clear some things up. I guess we forgot to ask, what, if you know, what is this stone? And why are there ghosts fawning over it?
So you're asking the Exarch? Or the Arbiter?
Yes.
Okay. The Arbiter kind of turns towards you and goes, hello, Rue. Hello. Magfield.
Hi.
Hello. Tansy. Hello, Golanath. Your question was on the gem, the Crystal of Abathir?
Yes.
And as to why the ghosts are around it.
Yes, and 1 second, and Rue is going to make Rue's gonna double cast Create Food and Water, and flavor it up a little bit with a little prestidigitation, and make a like 90 pounds of pasta for these 2 dragons to fucking share a dinner over. And there's like it's like a 5-course meal. It starts off with like a cheese plate, and then we got like a little salad, and we got a little fucking pasta, rigatone.
Somebody have invisible servant.
Can I
unseen
cast
servant.
Mage Hand and have it crack some pepper?
Oh, absolutely. The mage hand is cracking some pepper. They both transform down to like more humanoid shapes. I think that Smolder is like a fire genasi, super muscular fire genasi, like flaming mohawk. and the halfling form for Prisma, and they are just like slowly eating the pasta. You see, they're slurping some pasta. They share the same pasta for a second, and go like chomp it down, look away. Uh,
Just buy some time while we're talking to the Arbiter.
Yeah. The mage hand is, doing everything. You have Tansy's floating lights just like swirling around like candle lights.
Does Kiss the Girl start to come in?
I was gonna say, does anybody have what's it called, thaumaturgy?
You want to kiss the dragon. Whoa. But the Arbiter looks at all of you and goes, "What specifically do you wish to know about the Crystal of Abathir? Outside of the ghosts, I suspect that they are here because they are lost and cannot return on the journey.
It would be good to free them too.
Perhaps. Or perhaps without it here, they will simply vanish.
I guess the most pressing question would be like, what are the magical properties? Because we can't seem to find them, but it has to have some, right?
Yes, it can be used as a conduit. It still bears some of the magical residual effects of what it was used prior to the cataclysm. However, I am uncertain as to all the rituals it has been involved in.
I guess 2 quick questions from me. I don't. Anybody else feel free to chime in. But like, what was it used for pre-cataclysm? And can we destroy it presently?
Making me roll so much today. The Arbiter kind of looks at you and goes, during the cataclysm, it was used to protect the temple as a conduit, channeling the magic of myself and the dragons. However, prior to that, it has seen many uses. It was part of the Cult of Blood. It was used for the dark necromancy spells of Alexander the Black. It has been used in the druidic rituals of the Teldmanon Forest during the first seeding. And it was there when the dwarves first carved their kingdom in the Crystal Caverns. It has been in quite a lot of places.
And okay, so this thing's just like a huge focus.
Correct.
It's,
that is
it's
one
a
way.
prison for the heart of a creator.
Can we destroy it with our capabilities at this moment?
I do not know your capabilities. However, I would surmise it is beyond my capability to destroy.
It's, if I understand correctly, it's not just a natural occurring stone that happens to help amplify magic. It is a prison. The heart of a creator god has been put in it. The reason why it amplifies magic is because it has something divine and creative trapped in it. If I understand what Rex is saying, and he seems to think he can destroy it.
That's a good point. Well, what if he can't?
What if he can, or what if he can't?
What if
Can't,
he
cannot.
doesn't want to?
What if he
He
doesn't?
wants to. I believe him. I believe that he wants to. He wants to set this god free in order to help his people.
His people.
If we can convince the other two to just be googly eyes at each other and make their home, let him have the gem. Let him free this spirit.
I think I'm convinced.
I am, but do we need like an insurance policy? Should we try to do something?
What will happen with the rest of the horde?
I don't give a fuck. I don't know about y'all, but like, I'm fine. I have 10 gold. I'm good. I have a god who like has talked to me. Like, I'll be okay.
Minus the 3 things that he's agreed to give us if we choose on his side, let the 2 lovers have their horde to build a family up.
Wait, he's giving us stuff?
So I said I conveyed the whole deal. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't. I'm not doing it in front of the XR.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
in front of the 3, I conveyed to the 3 of you that the deal was he could help take one out if we needed to, so long as we could take care of the other one. Though hopefully we won't have to, and he'll give us 3 items.
Do we want anything from... Do we want any of the items?
Oh, am I one of them? You hear this telepathically calling out.
What did Siri
Serial?
Siri.
Siri, yeah.
Cheerio.
Siri.
As soon as you said it, I was just like, as soon as I say anything, it's going to be sriracha. Thank you.
Yeah. They just say, am I included in this? Oh, okay.
You're definitely out of here.
Oh, that's good. That's reassuring. Are these your friends?
That's what you wanted, right? These are definitely my family.
Oh. That's good to know. What other items are you going to take? Do you think we could kill a dragon? I bet we could kill
Do
a
you
dragon.
think you can kill a dragon? Have you ever killed a dragon?
I killed a dragon
the goal
once.
was to not have to kill a dragon.
Can't hear this.
This is telepathic, so it's right in Golneth's mind, unfortunately.
Have you ever killed a
okay.
dragon
Oh yeah, tons of them.
at the same time?
No.
Why did you kill the dragons?
Because someone had me in their hand.
Galaneth, are you okay? You're just sort of staring off into space.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm fine. I was just thinking about something. So, you killed the dragons at the behest of someone else? It wasn't your own will?
Well, I'm a sword.
You just made it possible? Did you want to kill the dragons? How did you feel about it? Did you want to do it? Or were you made to do it?
Oh, that's a big question. Well, I suppose...
It's just you and me in here.
I suppose it's nice to feel wanted and to feel cared for. They polished me, and I kept them alive. Well, I kept them alive until I didn't. But I don't have a lot of say. As for what I want, I mean, I didn't want to be a sword, but I'm a sword now.
Well, I don't want you to kill unless it's to protect yourself or your family.
But I don't have a family.
We'll work on that. Then I just rejoin the conversation. I just say,
the last thing you hear is, did you know that Smoter's jaw opens really wide right before they eat someone?
I didn't know that, and I wished I didn't know that now. But that is. Do you have any other interesting facts about dragons that might actually help us should we have to kill one?
Well, I can't get digested. Is that a good one?
Hey, well, that's a lot like Rue's food.
Wow.
Good thing that's only in your head.
Yeah. But meanwhile, with the Exarch and the rest of you. So, you have decided you'll give the Crystal of Abathir to Rex and to Rex Fallacious, and you'll give the rest of the Horde to the other two?
I think this is the best chance we have to come out of here without a fight and potentially with 3 allies. And to do some good in the process.
What happens when the gem is destroyed? What happens to you?
To me?
Yeah. Isn't that like kind of like, well, I guess from my, correct me if I'm wrong, but like, isn't this your whole like purpose?
It is true. When this conflict is over, I shall return home to Celestia, where I shall await to arbitrate another.
Okay, yeah, I think he's gonna know who it's for. You can just come with me.
Okay, fine. Tansy, you want to come?
Why don't we all just go? We can all go.
Yeah, let's all just go.
Okay.
We're right here. We're all right here.
Keep the other 2 distracted.
Yeah, the other two are on like the second course. It's like it's like a cheesecake fondue. I don't know.
It's early to have a cheesecake, but okay. Appetizer cheesecake.
Yeah. I mean, they're dragons. Like, they can
It's,
easily-
What do
And
they
not a
put in there?
croquembouche.
Yeah. These are all snacks. So, Rex eyes the group of you as you return, kind of digging his claws into the stone again.
Still,
It's gotta
I
tell.
see you have yet to make a decision.
Well,
You're
wait.
getting
How
there.
practical.
Sorry.
Rex,
Go ahead. Sorry.
I just want you to be as open with them as you were with me.
The gem needs to be destroyed. And I don't have all the time in the world to explain it, but there is a matter of importance to me that it be destroyed rather than put in the hands of someone else.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you, but and I don't want to call you like a liar, or I don't want to imply that you're lying, but like, listen, I've been burned before. Like, my best friend literally stabbed me in the back and threw me off a bridge
It's
to
true.
steal my business. So, like, I just want to know that you're gonna actually destroy this thing. You told Maggie here that you're gonna take it to a different realm and destroy it, but like, why can't you just do it here?
The gem itself could be destroyed anywhere, but what's inside needs to be on a native plane when the gem is destroyed. And that plane is not here.
Can I, and you tell me if I'm wrong, can I banish the spirit that's inside the gem?
Can you banish a god?
That's what I'm asking you. If they let it happen, I think I can. If they're amenable to it.
I don't think there's enough of them to understand much about intent. This is a remnant of a god that is dead. As such, I'm not sure if banishing will work, as they are not alive. You could try, but I would prefer that the crystal is destroyed in a more productive manner. I understand if you don't trust me. I don't trust any of you. But we are stuck together. And that is that. And then he'll look at Golnath. That dagger. You shouldn't have it.
You say it's important to you.
It's
Who else is it
insignificant
important
to me, but you should not have it.
I'm not talking about the dagger, I'm talking about the crystal. Who else is it important to? Or is this just your quest? Is this just your journey? Who else are we protecting by giving it to you?
You are protecting anyone who could be harmed by someone else using it for their own gain.
So,
Such
do you think
as power-hungry spellcasters, or wizard kings, or perhaps cultists or ritualists, or eldritchian beings.
do you think that Smolder or Prisma over here would just give it to one of those sorts?
No, but I think Smolder is too dumb to realize what it could be used for. And I think eventually his arrogance will get him killed, and someone will take it. Which
and dragons
means...
don't live forever.
And Prisma is nice. But nice dragons get eaten by bigger, meaner dragons.
Uh-oh.
Whoever has it, if it's not destroyed, it will eventually fall into other hands, one way or another. Could we, with the whole not having the dagger, didn't we want to know a little bit more about that?
I could stand to have a little knowledge.
Yeah. I'm noticing it's not to your self-benefit for you to tell us, and you're telling us anyway. I appreciate that. Can you explain? Try?
Your appreciation means nothing, but
Sure.
Okay.
the dagger itself, you shouldn't be holding it. It shouldn't be here. It shouldn't be in existence anymore. It is the blood of a dying god turned into a dagger.
Yeah, okay, I'll
Not
go ahead and
just
destroy it.
any god.
I've
It
already
is-
had one of them destroyed, so I'll just have this one destroyed too. No big deal.
How long have you had that on you?
A couple years now.
I doubt it will let go of you so easily.
Cool, because I mean, I don't know, some would say that it maybe even made me a little bit of a better person.
I wonder if the original you would say that.
Probably not, but that's probably the point.
Which dying god?
Anarion.
How is the dagger related to the crystal, since they're both imbued with gods?
Well, the crystal has a creator god. A god who created gem dragons, more importantly. Not the same divine domain as Anarion, who was fate. Whereas the dagger you have has the ability to manipulate fate. Have you ever used it and gone elsewhere?
Well, Rue has.
That's simply one option that it could do, which I doubt any of you are capable of controlling. But it could manipulate time, space. It may even give another you, so to speak.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds terrible.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, but I couldn't just
I
leave it
don't
with
have
that
the
Leon.
time to explain it.
I wasn't
Yeah.
asking. you.
Well, I mean, technically, we can maybe manipulate time. So can we use the dagger to release your gem, God? Right here, right now.
Don't.
You said don't, or
Do
Won't.
not touch my god with that dagger.
Don't turn the god from what it is now to some other thing. Just like what happened to Golem.
but wouldn't it release the creator God?
It might, but it might not. It could do much worse than just release them. It is a safer bet to just give me the gem and let me do it. I understand if you do not want to give up the control of destroying it. But I've been thinking on this for thousands of years, and have had time to come up with plans and safeguards that you have not.
Cool. Rue's gonna take out some of her, I guess, cooking rations, which I mean, I guess would probably just be like jerky.
Yep.
I don't know. If people have that
Columbus bread.
Yeah.
bread. Yeah, stale bread and jerky. Like, so we've got a little tradition that if you, I guess, break bread, so to speak, with someone, then your word is bonded. I don't know what dragons have, and if you have something similar, maybe you do that with us, but here, she'll break this French loaf of bread. I don't know what I'm imagining, and then rip off some jerky and hand it over to Delicious.
He will open his maw. Like, he's not gonna transform for you. It's just...
Yeah.
Just, like, toss it in.
And Maggie trusts you, and I believe in her, and so I believe in you.
Then we have a deal. I promise not to betray this trust in me.
All right, so who's gonna tell these two? Just like nod to the other dragons.
Why don't we try and not telling them?
They're gonna notice.
Yeah, no. I'm not saying tell them. Let's present it to them as if we're asking and give them the option to.
yeah.
Why not just tell the arbiter what you've decided and have her tell them?
Yeah, and we just leave.
Could do that.
We just go.
We just go, or we tell them what we decided and why, and if they need any help raising their clutch or anything, they can call. I'll be around for a really long time. If they need anything from the surface or for
I would
help.
hope to be around. I'm not raising a dragon.
maybe I could, convince them that it's a good idea to have an ally up on this.
I mean, I'll stand outside the den while you're doing your thing, but
You won't find them cute at all.
I guess I can
maybe if it was a puppy or
tell
something,
my
or a
parents
dog,
what areas to avoid, or I can tell them which regions to avoid.
But I was just saying, let's inform them, not so much take it or leave it. This is what's happening, just be like, listen, y'all get all this, y'all get all this art, all this gold, and all this stuff for you home. Go off, be happy.
Yeah, that's what really matters.
Yeah.
You'll be there to help.
I think we'll be a little more persuasive than the Exarch.
Did y'all hear that?
Yeah.
They're slurping soup. What?
What?
What? Oh, so you've decided. Prisma just kind of calls out.
Tansy, I think you can maybe.
You got this one, Tansy.
You got it.
And I'd give her bardic inspiration.
You don't have bardic inspiration. Get out of here.
I also give bardic inspiration.
You can give guidance if you had it, which you don't.
Guidance.
Should I roll?
Yeah, oh, well, first, I want you to roleplay what you're saying, and then I'll dictate how hard it's gonna be.
And I think we're all going to be trying to do the help action.
Yeah, I will
Right.
treat the roll with advantage regardless, but I just want to see what case you make. Because you can be like, take it or leave it, suckers!
Stacey, do you feel like you have clarity on the case that we as a group have talked about?
I think so.
I believe in you, and if you don't, that kind of works with Tansy.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think so,
It's
but I
true,
also
it's
think that any parts that I missed sit with her.
Tansy's just been like doodling on the ground, just like, yeah.
I'd love to use minor illusion to like illustrate a happy dragon family and like little dragon.
Well, okay. So, here's the thing. This gem, it's not what we think it is. It's not the treasure that we think it is.
It's not a
It
one-of-a-kind red gem that's giant, is what you're telling me.
Well, it seems to be.
Let her
But it's
finish.
It's not that gem all the way through, right? It's a container. And in it is something that needs to be freed. And it will cause problems if we do not. Now, behind it, we have treasure, right? We have a hoard. And next to you, we have a partner, right? So the two of you can have the hoard. And the gold will last forever. This gem, this container, will not last forever. Because it's not really a gem. It's a trap. And sooner or later, it will break. And it will cause problems. But the gold will never break. Because it's gold.
And love is eternal.
And you can sire all the dragon babies and give them this hoard to keep them safe.
And we'll do whatever we can to keep your clutches safe, too. we may seem like not much, but we have really powerful allies, and a lot of us will be around for a very long time.
And also, wouldn't it be nice to be able to go places with your beloved?
All right. Time for. I feel like we need a stressful.
Stacy! Oh my God! Yes.
All right. Oh no! You raised your hand, Adam. What do you want?
I thought that was like
AI,
a
it's
praise
taking
hand,
over.
not like a raised hand.
Like an amen.
Yeah.
It put you in the DM seat. I can't move a
Yeah,
video
yes,
while
you
someone
do.
has their hand raised.
Hold on, lower hand.
How could this happen to me?
Why would they let that happen?
All right, Tansy, make me a
Yes.
persuasion check with advantage, with guidance, so you're gonna get a
Okay.
1d4 on top of it.
Well, the
Marty
first
registration.
one is a 19.
Roll a second.
So
could get a nat
27.
20, Could get a nat 20.
So it's, yep, I will roll again, but the first one was a 27.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a 5. That's
Okay.
a 13.
Roll.
So
roll
27,
Roll your 1d4.
1d4?
Yep.
Okay. Give me 1 second, because I don't have my
31.
physical dice.
31. 31.
31.
31.
30.
You got this.
30. 30.
Dang.
We
So-
have a group face, everybody.
We did it! It only took 2 seasons. So there's a long moment. And Smolder and Aprisma look at each other, look back at you. And Smolder kind of lets out this billowing smoke that kind of envelops the group of you for a moment. And like, kind of rears up like he's ready to smash you to the ground. And then he just goes, I wouldn't want to be trapped any longer like I have been. And if something was trapped in there, then I think we all would have agreed much sooner to let it go. I have plenty of places to be, and I would prefer not to stay here. Or perhaps if I do stay here, it would be terribly lonely. And then Aprisma just kind of looks and goes, I wouldn't mind staying here. I mean, it saves on having to move the gold and the items.
You see,
So-
it was the logical one.
So we might as well stay here. And, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed if you stick around. I guess. If you insist.
Well, but Smolder,
Yes.
the truth is out there.
I got
Sorry, I had to do it one time. But yeah, you should stay here. It makes more sense.
Oh my god. Smolder kind of nods his head, and the 2 dragons kind of like do that little crane swan thing, but it's dragon necks. And they both look at you, and Smolder goes, I know I offered if you gave me the gem to fight your foes and cash in a blank check. I'm not going to do that now that I'm going to be starting a family. But if you need help, I'll help you with one fight. All you need to do is call my name, and he scratches like a little rune into the ground, and you feel like this magic kind of acknowledgement, like a summons. Just carve that when you need me and say my name, and I will be on the wind like a hurricane to slay your foes. And Aprisma looks at all of you and goes, and I offered you a divination. If you wish, I would be happy to help with that. And then you look at Rex, and Rex like, ugh, finally, take your 4 items and get out of my sight. I have places to be. This has taken far too much of my time. And he just like goes to the gem, opens his mouth, closes around it, just like flies into a portal. He's like, I'm out. No farewells, get out.
Just look at Maggie and say, Maggie, I would very much like to hug you right now.
You can hug me. Just sort of patting.
Okay, that's enough.
Okay.
Thank you.
Progress,
Okay, but Maggie, that was
progress.
so cool.
That was amazing, Tansy. Oh my gosh, Tansy. You were awesome. You were so good at this.
But it was only because you did the thing and you got them to do the thing.
Oh no, that
You
was
got-
Rue. Rue got them to do the thing.
That was some good pasta.
Guys, we did it together.
We did it together.
It was a group. Yeah, pasta. We had music. We had lights. Yeah.
I
Best,
can't
That was
believe we
fun.
actually pulled that off.
best possible outcome, everybody.
We didn't have to fight them.
Well, hold on. Maybe let's get out of here first before we start talking about best.
Yeah. Okay,
Wait,
so do we have to
Y'all
like
got
stab
4
each
things
other
to
again?
get.
We each get 4 things.
No, not 4
4
each,
things.
4 total.
Oh,
Right? Or was it 3? Was it 4 or was it 3?
Well, he
last
just
I heard
said
was
take
4.
your 4 things before he got in the
Okay.
portal.
It's true.
Yeah, so let's just...
So,
What are our options?
So glad you asked. Let me pull up my list of options for you. So,
sorry, I have to let my dog in the door really
it's
quick.
okay, it's
I'll be
okay.
right back.
I'm pulling up the information now. There
Tansy, you
is-
were so good.
So good. There is a Amulet of the Plains available. There is a a Carpet of Flying. A Conch of Teleportation.
Dibs. Dibs.
I think we need that.
Oh.
There is a
Teleportation. It immediately whisks you off to Key West.
I wish. There is a Peregrine mask.
Ooh,
So it's a mask with like a peregrine falcon on it.
we have Peregrine Falcons here.
And there is a Staff of Fate. And then the last item they have in there that you can see is a a trident. It is a 3-pronged trident. However, it is kind of made of coral and like barnacles that seem to like grow off of it. And it seems to be like dripping water. And it is Decala, the Bident of Thassa. Any preferences?
Okay. What were the? Sorry, what were the first 2? I got the teleportation
Plane,
cell.
Amulet of the Plains, Conch of Teleportation, the Peregrine Mask, the wow, why I say
Staff of face.
Yep, the flying
Oh, the
rug, flying
rug.
carpet.
Rug of flying.
Yes, and then we had
The trident of coral. Decala. The trident
the
of Basa.
Bident of Thassa.
Bident of Thassa. switch my B's with my.
You know what? I'll throw something else spicy in there. Why not? Why not? I'll throw one last thing. This was a hard thing. I'll throw one last option.
Would this be something we could pick off stream?
Yeah.
Yes,
maybe
yes, we can.
make a list. Make a list. Put it in the Discord.
Yep, I can do that.
Yeah.
I'll
But
let
I
you-
mean, the trident sounds like maybe something Maggie would like. I don't know.
I was
I
thinking
was
the
just looking it
staff.
up, and it's really, really, really cool. Except, also most of what's cool about it is if you're a worshiper of that god, or if you're on the ocean.
Yes.
Yeah, but it is really fucking cool. Anyway.
Also could have been destroyed by a red dragon's flame breath, so I had it there just in case you guys
Yeah.
pissed off a dragon.
I mean, Tansy's probably gonna go with the amulet, both because it's a necklace, and because I think she could use it to get everyone out of there now, which she's keen on, and B, use it to get everyone to go visit her family,
Oh.
which she's also keen on.
It's very useful. It really fucking sucks if you fail the roll.
As someone who has failed that roll like so many times, you're absolutely right.
Yep.
You know, I'll throw one last thing. There is
She definitely is not thinking about failure.
No.
there is a spell gem in there as well.
Spell gem? Oh, that's
Yes.
nice.
That can store.
What was the one that had fate in the name? I'm sorry.
Oh,
Staff of Faith.
yeah, Staff of Fate. But with that, the Arbiter looks to all of you and offers you a nod.
Okay,
Their
okay,
facade as
okay.
an elf kind of fades, and you see that porcelain, ceramic face, the golden pupilless eyes, and the feathery white wings. And she just says, "Thank you. As promised, for your help." And she holds out a small ringlet, like a silver platinum ringlet, and Cordelia kind of looks to all of you and is like, gimme, gimme? Gimme, gimme? Do you mind if I take that?
What is it?
That's what's going to allow me to break the curse. You know, the reason why we're here.
No, I'm kidding.
Hands us the thing for the freeing Cordelia thing.
Yes. And Cordelia will take it. If not,
Does that count as one of our 4 things? No.
no, that was not. And Cordelia will put it on her head, and as she does, you know, we're gonna call the session right there. Is her putting it on?
No way.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry, what did she just do?
She is putting on the coronet that breaks the Gios, or it supposedly
Uh-huh.
will break the Gios, and we're gonna end the session there.
Okay.
Is her putting it on.
This.
I'm trying to figure out how subtly I can prepare a defensive magic.
I was reading
Thanks,
about
sir.
the conch of teleportation.
The cock of teleportation.
I was giving my wife a kiss goodnight, or else I would have demanded that we take that and she get us to our circlet first. But I was distracted and
Oh no. Real life!
that was really cool. That was really awesome.
Yeah, alright, well, it's that time of the night, so let's change our music to something pleasant. So hi, chat. Thanks for staying with us, because, you know, we love you, first and foremost. I know I love you. But thank you all the followers. D'Angelo, thank you for the lovely follow. Ink and Ignorance, congrats on being a gremlin. But again, it is that time of the night where we have to say goodbye, because it is late, and it's a work day. So, first and foremost, thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in to Graham Crackers, where it's all about making memories with friends. Whether TTRPGs, RPGs, or MMORPGs, it's always about making memories with the people you love. My name is Graham. You can find me Well, where can you find me? You can find me here next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard, where I DM Shards of Anarion, our other Tuesday counterpart, where our party is currently in the city of Oakledge, and Brodus is on a date. It's very fun. We had our...
How do you not have romantic music queued up then?
I have it for the other Roll20. I don't have it for this Roll20.
Ah, aw.
I had a romantic scene for Beldus and he didn't go where I thought he would.
Mm.
His forgotten flame was there. But besides that, you can't find me elsewhere. I'm only here on Tuesdays for the moment, but in the future that may change. But more importantly, I want to know 3 things from my lovely cast. Who are they? Where can we find them? And what are cool things we can support? Because friends should support friends. So, without further ado, Adam.
Hi, I'm Adam with Damas Lamas, all over the internet, and I don't. There were 3 questions, but I don't remember what they were. I think I nailed a couple of them, and yeah, I'll be streaming gaming on my channel intermittently. We do some weird stuff, Apex, and I don't know, maybe some more chill games coming up in the future, because you know, life is too short to be not chill.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if it was me or not, but hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Confounded, better known as Con. A little too tired to do the whole bit. You can find me on YouTube, where I'm going to be starting a channel about matchmaking for dragons. No, but seriously though, I am going to be starting up streaming again really soon on my own Twitch channel, and then you can also, if you're able to find my photography stuff, you can find my photography stuff if you're into photography. But if you're not into photography, don't look for it, because you won't like it. Thank you.
It's really
Happy faces.
cool.
Yeah, I can personally attest that Con's photography is amazing. Really, really amazing.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I'm Jen. I was Maggie, and you can find me here in 2 weeks. And I am like a ghost on the internet. I no longer use social media. Ooh. Yeah. Pray for peace.
Hi, I'm Stacy Pansy. You can find me pretty much everywhere at Jaxelrod. I know it's in the chat right now. The next cool event that I'm doing that will be on the internet isn't until after our next session, so I'll promote it then. But if you want to follow me making dumb personal decisions, I'll be running the New York City Marathon on November 5th, and my tracking should be on my Twitter account.
Congrats.
Oh, awesome!
That is going to be phenomenally fun. I hope.
It'll be something. It'll be my second one this year. So, because I was in Chicago recently.
Oh. Well,
Funny.
I'll keep fingers crossed for you. You've got this. But, good night, everybody. I will see you next week, and they will see you in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Goodbye. Stay safe. Stay hydrated. Stay happy. And we will see you soon. Goodbye for now. Bye.
Love you like a dragon.